You arrive at the edge of the day, and a line of light unfurls before you. It is here, where sky meets possibility, that one thought appears and stays. Every horizon sparks a story. Let that sentence sit like a small ember in your chest. Feel how it warms the way you breathe, how it nudges curiosity awake. This is not just a poetic line, it's an invitation. It asks you to notice that each boundary you face is not an end, but a whisper asking for your chapter. Hold that ember and know that the rest of the journey begins with this single spark. Around you, the world breathes softly. Streets, forests, oceans, and the overlooked corners of your own life hum with potential. When you stand before a horizon, it is less a barrier and more a question. What tale will you tell from this vantage? Imagine the small details, a laugh shared with a stranger, a detour that becomes a lifeline, a few brave steps taken despite doubt. Each is a thread. Together, they knit the map of who you are becoming. Let curiosity be the hand that tugs one thread, and watch how an entire tapestry emerges. You may worry the horizon is too far, or that your steps will be small and unnoticed. But remember how oceans move pebble by pebble, how stars gather light to become constellations. Your actions quiet, steady put footprints in places others will follow. The spark you foster today will be the firelight for someone else tomorrow. Every horizon you face becomes not only your story, but a common language of courage. Breathe in this truth and let the ember grow, because there is a path ahead and we can walk it together. As you step forward, the horizon rearranges itself. Some paths are obvious and paved, others wind through uncertainty. Each route carries lessons, some gentle, some carved deep by storms. You collect them like postcards, the time you chose to forgive, the job you left for freedom, the night you kept going when hope felt thin. These moments compound into a narrative that is honest and alive. Shared aloud, they remind others that struggle is not shame but material for resilience. Trust the motion, because your journey is materializing into meaning. You might expect grand revelations, but often the horizon rewards small, honest victories. The courage to say hello, the stubbornness to finish a page, the patience of tending relationships, these are the map markers. When you trace them back, you'll see roads of courage you once thought absent. Each triumph reshapes the horizon, turning distant possibilities into reachable milestones. Celebrate them. Let them be proof that you can move from wondering to doing, from fear to fierce curiosity. No one travels entirely alone. Along the way, you will meet companions, those who steer beside you, those who lift you when the road narrows. When we share vulnerabilities, we build a shared compass that points toward hope. Your story becomes a map that others read and learn from. Their stories return the favor. Community transforms horizons into shared panoramas, places where dreams are not solitary but collective. Let connection be the constant as paths unfold, because together we navigate farther. There comes a moment when the horizon that once felt distant becomes a vista you can hold in your eyes. Arrival is not the end of longing. It's the place where you see how far you've come. You stand there tired, glowing, and the ember that began as a whisper now blazes into a lantern. From this vantage, the lives you've touched, the choices that demanded courage, and the quiet persistence that refused to quit all come into view. Let this sight remind you that arrival is built from countless small decisions. At the summit, your voice carries farther. The stories you tell here echo down into valleys, across lakes, into the rooms of people you'll never meet. Each honest account of fear faced and risk taken vibrates outward, encouraging another to step. Imagine the ripple. Someone hears your story and refuses to stay in a life that dims them. Someone else reads your words and finds a small, brave step to take. Your horizon spark becomes a chorus. Courage amplifies courage. Say your truth and let the echo do the heavy lifting. Here you learn that not every horizon is smooth. Some are jagged, some are bruised, some are lined with impossible choices. Yet even the raw edges teach you things neat triumphs cannot. They teach you empathy, patience with yourself, and fierce acceptance. These edges are where authenticity is forged. The horizon doesn't promise ease, it promises story. And the truest stories are the ones that hold both scars and laughter. Keep that in mind as you breathe in this high air and prepare to bring it home. You head home not because the journey is over, but because the horizon you met has left you with light to share. When you return, you carry a flame that is both personal and communal. You realize that what you gained, wisdom, scars, songs, has its greatest meaning when offered. Tell the stories of your horizons in kitchens and cafes, on porches, and in quiet messages. Your words can be a balm, a nudge, a mirror. The more you give, the more the ember multiplies into a fire that warms others. Stories make cloth out of separate threads. Your laughter, someone else's resilience, another's quiet surrender. Together, they form a blanket we can all rest under. When you listen as much as you speak, you learn the pattern of belonging. This cloth shelters us when nights are long and lights are dim. It says, "You are seen, you are known, you have helped shape the horizon you once watched from afar." In helping to weave this common cloth, we practice care, and in care we find purpose. Remember the line that started this: every horizon sparks a story. Let it be a compass for how you live, with curiosity in your steps, courage in your voice, and generosity in your reach. Your life is not a single view, but a series of horizons. Each offers a new story to tell, a new way to be of service, a new reason to hope. Carry that truth into every day, share it, and invite others to share their own variations of light. Together we become a constellation of stories, brighter than any solitary glow.